I think about the average firm that I've talked to over the years. They're in search of a government contract. They're watching Beta Sam. That's the new term, used to be Fed Biz Ops, for the next opportunity. They become frustrated because of a lack of solid opportunities and short suspenses. And then they're eager to respond to anything, good or bad. And many times, if I tell someone, let's think about that, is that really a good solicitation? Then it becomes a red flag and they charge it like a bull and they're determined to submit it. And then when they lose and it took time and money, then they're upset. So I'm going to give you some keys to the kingdom. So what does agency research look like? I'm going to look at the Department of Homeland Security. You need to look at their mission. You got to know their mission and their history, because the people that work for that organization, they're proud of it. They know that. So you should as well. And then, even though it may be sometimes tedious, read their news releases. Folks, you can find out a whole lot by reading the mail. So take the time and get up to speed, catch up with their news releases. And a lot of times, that's one of the first things you see on a government website. Now, I'm just looking for key thoughts and terms here. And it's called How to Do Business with Them. Well, that's me. How do I do business with them? We'll look at the Office of Small and Disadvantaged. And that's going to start you down the rabbit trail. So let's look at Homeland Security. So I went and I looked at their Homeland Security homepage. Notice I just clipped off the categories, but look at the topics that are there. We have mission, organization, leadership. So there you go. We want to read about the mission. Their mission's to protect the borders of our country, our infrastructure, and our values. So there's the mission for you. You could click and read that. But I would also go down, how do I do business with the Department of Homeland Security? That's exactly what I need to know. And then I have contact us. And folks, I know you're rolling your eyeballs because I can hear them. Tom, I've called all these government agencies. I've sent an email. They don't respond. Sometimes you got to be persistent. But in this day and age, email is best. And if you were to look under organization or look under contact us, eventually you're going to get a response. So stay with me on this, but that was all found on the homepage of Homeland Security. Now, I clicked on how to do business with Homeland Security, and it took me to the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business. Well, lo and behold, look at the topics that they have listed, from mentor protege to the small business staff, small business specialist. And it gave you contact information. It gave you contact for specialties. But look at this next one here. Isn't this webinar timely? Small business vendor outreach sessions. So you can go in, schedule a session with them, send in your information, and they'll set up the meeting, and you can virtually talk to them. And they've also got tips on how to organize their information, what they're looking for, what you can present. So before you just go and run off and say, oh, Tom, that's great. I'm going to tell my boss I had an audience with DHA today. And you do a Zoom, but you didn't think about what you were going to ask them, or you didn't think about what you're wanting to know. So think about and do your research, but then be prepared. Now, one of the things that I always would like to encourage folks to do is read the FAQs any place you go, especially on the government sites, because you're going to find out a wealth of knowledge and information. Go and learn from them, because if they've put it in the frequently asked questions, then it must show up frequently. So now we've got some spots to actually go and look and find out about. Now, folks, right underneath here, we did operational support. Agency is high level, but look at the USCIS, Customs, Citizens and Immigration Services, Customs and Border Patrol, Cybersecurity. All of those are sub-agencies that you can do business with.